Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Watch for a look at your headlines on this Thursday, November the 11th. It's Veterans Day, and thank you to all of you who served joining us here on 9 News Watch. I'm Chris Bianchi. We'll start things out by taking a look at today that Governor Polis making it a little easier for all adult Coloradans to get a COVID booster shot. Governor Polis signed an executive order declaring Colorado has a high risk for exposure or transmission of COVID-19. That, perhaps most significantly, clears the way for all Coloradans age 18 or over to get a booster shot. The previous recommendation was for those 65 and up or those in high-risk situations to get a booster. Now, the only requirement is that adults must be 6 months past their second Pfizer or Moderna shot or 2 months past their one and only Johnson & Johnson shot. Colorado currently has the 7th worst COVID trends in the nation and shares a border with 3 other states in the top 10. You now need proof of vaccination for any events at Ball Arena or the Paramount Theater as of yesterday. If you don't, you need to have a negative PCR test taken 72 hours or less before the upcoming event. Also, anyone over the age of 2 will have to wear a mask regardless of their vaccination status. The policy was first announced on October the 27th. A driver shortage is the reason behind Denver's changing of its trash and recycling routes and collection dates for next year. Collection will move to a 4-day-a-week schedule from Monday through Thursday to account for the driver shortage. Fridays will now be for any extra or holiday work. The change, by the way, means that most areas will see their collection dates change for next year, so that's important. You can see which day your neighborhood's trash collection pickup will take place over at 9news.com. A man shot and killed another man in Aurora yesterday, and the suspect allegedly stole the victim's car and went on a crime spree in Aurora and in Denver yesterday afternoon. The suspect then after the initial shooting, committed 2 home robberies and caused 2 car crashes before he was taken to the hospital after that second crash. The suspect is now in police custody while he recovers in the hospital, and the deadly shooting took place at the Florida Station Apartments on East Iowa Drive in Aurora. I mentioned this at the start that today is Veterans Day. It is a time to honor the veterans in our lives, the true heroes, and the ones who sacrificed everything for our country. But Veterans Day is often confused with Memorial Day. 9 News reporter Jordan Chavez takes a look at the differences between Veterans Day and Memorial Day.
Veterans Day and Memorial Day both honor those who served our country, with one main difference. Memorial Day honors military members who have died, while Veterans Day recognizes the service and sacrifice of all America's veterans. Then there's the date. Memorial Day changes because it's observed on the last Monday in May. Veterans Day, on the other hand, is always November 11th. Here's why. Veterans Day originally came out of World War I. Although the war technically ended with the Treaty of Versailles, the fighting stopped months earlier. The Allied nations and Germany agreed to a truce that took effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month back in 1918. A year later, President Woodrow Wilson declared November 11th Armistice Day. In 1926, Congress made a formal declaration calling for a celebration of peace. 28 years later, Congress changed the name to Veterans Day, making sure it honored all American veterans, not just those who served in World War I. And that's connecting the dots. For 9 News Mornings, I'm Jordan Chavez.
And in honor of Veterans Day, there are many complimentary meals, deals, and discounts for military members, veterans, and active duty on today, Veterans Day, in Denver and in Boulder. You can see the full list of those over at 9news.com. And again, a special thank you to all veterans joining us here on 9 News Watch on this Thursday, the November the 11th, again, Veterans Day. And finally, we'll close out by taking a quick look at the weather forecast for today. It's still a little bit on the breezy side. Tomorrow, though, those winds back on off, except for the far eastern plains. Slight chance for a rain or snow shower tonight, especially north and east of Denver. Most of us, including in Denver, should stay dry as we head through the overnight time period. As we get into tomorrow, temperatures will stay about what they are today. We'll be into the mid-50s for your day tomorrow. That's seasonable for this time of year, but we're going to be unseasonable as we get into the weekend. We're going to be way warmer than average. Highs spike back into the 60s for the weekend and low 70s. How about that coming up for Monday, perhaps Tuesday as well of next week? We'll see a big system arrive middle part of next week that'll drop us back below where we should be for this time of year. But until then, it'll feel a bit more like, say, October rather than the middle parts of the month of November. Thanks again for joining us here on 9 News Watch on this Thursday, November the 11th. I'm Chris Bianchi, and have a great rest of your Thursday.